Whoa, hold on. Jeff.
Yeah, hi.
Now I got my ears on.
Yeah.
Your video's not coming through yet.
Nothing new.
Yeah. You knew
There.
that. You knew that probably. There you go. All right. Let me see. Did I start the stream? I sure did. Is the stream really going? It's
So what's new? Anything?
not much. What's up with you, Jeff?
I got a haircut this afternoon.
I'm sorry.
I got a haircut this afternoon.
Good for you. I wish I'd get a haircut.
Look how nice he looks.
Yeah.
He looks handsome now. Back. I'm gonna get my stuff and get out of here.
Oh, okay.
Cool.
Ooh.
Cool. Oh, we started a little early, I guess. Well, my let's see, that's going. I minimize. I guess I have everything set. Get the radios on. So Mike Mendoza's doing the net without a repeater.
Yeah, the two mics. Yeah.
Yeah. Interested to see if that works. See, hopefully he does it from the EOC or something.
Yeah. Yes. KO6 enemy, KB68. I heard Sam. He said he was on location. I assume he's, I don't know, EOC or.
You just tried on the repeater, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. It says he normally does it from the repeater, but maybe he's doing it from his EOC or something. First 4 seasons EOC.
Well, while we're waiting, I'm going to go through emails here. I hadn't been on this all day.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
I didn't realize I started this like 6 minutes early. Oh well. My brother wanted to ask me a question. I'm going to go answer his question. I'll be right back.
What's that? Oh.
All right. We're gonna the majority of meetings in the spot that you can't, I'm talking too much. Did you put?
We hold these truths to be self-evident.
That all men and women are created equal.
All right.
We don't just say it, we live it.
My God.
We organize,
Jesus Christ.
legislate, and govern it.
What were we listening
Together we work for fair wages and equal.
to? Oh.
Jeez. Oh, God.
So anyway, we got the. I had to close the shutters for my brother who wanted them open earlier so he could see the rain. Now he doesn't want them open. He says, I don't want everybody looking in at me.
Yeah.
Like, okay.
Well, it really has been raining. I went down to Costco in the desert. My God. I got about a third of the way down there, and it just poured like crazy. I could hardly keep in the lane. You had trouble seeing the.
Good timing, huh? Good
It was
timing.
bad.
Which one did you go to? The one in Redlands?
The one in the desert.
Oh, you went that way again. Okay.
Yeah. And then coming back, you could see the black clouds up ahead, and same thing.
Went right through it, huh?
Just bored. Yeah.
Yeah, it rained hard enough here for a little bit that it started to sleet. There was some solid rain for a little
Yeah.
bit, but it was yeah, it was pretty good rain. It wasn't bad. Didn't have to go out in it too much myself. I
No.
tried to get my antenna to work and still not tuned up right.
Mm.
It works at 39 or 38 whatever, but it won't work at 39.45.
Really?
Yeah, it's just on the edge of its tuning for some reason.
Huh.
I don't know what I did wrong.
Yeah, that's funny.
It said it the same way. In fact, I even tried adjusting it up a little bit, but it's still not tuning up for me. So I don't know. I might go out there and try one more time.
Huh.
It's not raining right now anyway. I don't know. Maybe it is raining. If it is, then screw it. I won't be on HF. I ain't going out in the rain. Anyway.
City of Banning, flash flood watch until 10 p.m. Thursday.
Wow. That long. I took my brother over to get his shot. He got his shot at the ballroom Sunday.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Oh, first
Or
one?
Monday, I guess it was. Monday we went over there. Yeah, his first shot.
Yeah.
So everything went fine.
Good.
No side effects so far. They make him sit around for 15 minutes.
Mhm.
I guess so there's no weird, make sure there's no adverse effects or whatever. Pretty weird. Anyway, there's Randy.
Well, howdy do there, Dave
How
and
you
Jeff.
doing, Randy? Nice to see you again.
It's nice to see you and Jeff. Staring blindly into abyss.
Blindly into abyss?
Blindly into abyss. How is everybody faring this grand storm of ours?
Yeah, it's pretty good so far. No problem.
No problem here. It looks cold out there. That's all I can say.
Yeah, it's cold, and it definitely did come down pretty hard for a little while.
Yeah, we got a little over 3/4 of an inch here. So.
Yeah, probably about the same here. Not that I was
I
keeping
would
track.
I would imagine. My weather rock is wet, so
Your weather rock, yeah. It definitely rained for a while. It sleeted for a little bit here. I was watching it bounce off the concrete.
Yeah, I said I was through a window in the house. I could see part of the roof, and I seen it dancing on the roof.
Yeah, yeah. So there's some frozen stuff as well. Yeah, that's kind of rare almost. It's nice.
Yes. Well, we can use every drop, I guess.
Yeah, I suppose. It only gets boring after about 3 or 4 days. Because, I've been to Oregon.
Yeah. Yeah, and I lived in snow. I don't need any more of it.
It rained every day I was there.
Oh, yeah. I remember I lived in Marysville for a while up there in Northern California. And,
Oh, yeah, that's
I
pretty
didn't
bad.
see the sun for about 4 weeks. It was overcast and foggy, though, for 4 stinking weeks.
That happened.
Yeah, I was done with, it was nice to see the sunshine.
That happened when I was a child. I don't remember exactly how old, probably 13, 14 years old. And it rained for a week straight. And it almost drove me to depression. I hated it so much. I wanted to get outside.
I can remember one time I was
70s.
little. It rained for a week. In fact, I was living in Ontario there, and they parts of Upland were evacuated.
Wow.
They were afraid
that
that
bad?
the dam there just below Baldy was going.
Gotcha.
Yeah, and that was the year that it took out the winery in Cucamonga. They
Mm.
destroyed that. Yeah, oh yeah, it made a mess around that area. Yes, sirree.
Wow.
Changed the landscape, I'd say.
Yeah. Well, it rains like that. That's kind of an unusual situation.
Yeah.
QST.
There he is.
This is KK6 BUW standing by for the 2-meter
QST?
SPARC net, which will begin in approximately 10 minutes.
Well, I forgot to check in with him yesterday again. Dang it. Oops. Oh well.
Who's that? Mike?
Yeah.
Oh, with the other net.
Yeah.
I always forget that one too. I'm bad.
Yeah, I forgot about it. Oh well.
I'm bad too.
And somebody was kind enough to send me an email to remind me.
Yeah, I saw the email and it just forgot about it completely. Tuesdays are bad for me. I'm usually busy. In fact, yesterday was worse because we had our house cleaning people come a day early, making it a very unusual Tuesday. They're like, "It's going to rain on Wednesday. We want to come on Tuesday." I was like, "Okay, whatever you say."
There you go. I had no excuse. I was out here on the radio. I just forgot about it.
Yeah, I could have probably done it too. They were here for a total of an hour and a half. I probably could have done it. I just forgot about it completely.
Unfortunately, it happened.
Yes. That one's in the early evening? I can't remember. 6 o'clock, something like that?
6:30, I
6:30,
believe.
okay, yeah.
Yeah, it was 7 o'clock. It used to be 7. Then he went to 6:30, and I kept forgetting that the time changed. So I went there to 7, and it was too late. And then someone's on the repeater.
WD6 WOD. Scott, I got you. This is Mike. Need an early?
Oh, he's on the repeater.
Yeah, he's on the repeater.
And Mike's talking to him on the wrong
I
radio.
can make out the last letters of your call sign, but it's very difficult to catch you. Okay, I can give you an early.
I don't know how they made communications there. Apparently, one of them.
One of them must have
Both
been.
of them must have been listening on both frequencies or something. Because they just made communications, one on the repeater and the other on the not on the repeater on SPARC 1.
Jeff must have taught him how to do that.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I told him how to do it. I had to give him
What
special lessons.
What do they call that? Full duplex? Something like that.
I don't know what that.
That way you could both talk at the same time, theoretically.
Yeah.
No, it doesn't really work that way.
Full duplexing that way.
If you had two bands, if you're using two bands, you could do that. If you had one on 220 and the other on 2 meters,
Yeah.
then you could talk on 220. They'd be listening on 220, and they could talk at the same time. They're listening to you. They could talk, and you could hear them.
Yeah.
That would be true full duplex.
Yeah. It could happen.
Now, if you also could do that if you monitor the repeater, input and output on, with a headphone or something.
Yeah. Well, I guess if. Yeah, I don't know.
Because that works to some degree. You could hear yourself, assuming that you have it set up right, so you can hear the repeater at the same time you're transmitting, which sometimes is difficult with 2 meters because the offset is pretty small. I got to build another one of those roll-up dipoles, or roll-up J-poles, to because I discovered the perfect way to set that up was to have a J-pole pointed up that you use for
KG6
receiving.
SOI looking for an early.
Another one right under it pointing down.
KG6 SOI, this is KK6BUW, working across the street from you. You want an early all the way
So
across,
he was
Ron?
at the EOC. He's at
You
the
would
EOC.
tonight, Mike. I appreciate it.
Mm.
Okay, you sound great. I'm glad you're not sick. Talk to you later. Take care, buddy. Thanks a lot.
He had a
KG6 SOI clear.
he was sickler a little bit after he got his second shot. I guess wasn't that wrong? I think that was wrong.
Okay, I'm sorry, guys. I was back. I was being chewed out.
You got chewed out? Oh.
Oh yeah. Well, I had Amazon just dropped off a laser level,
Oh,
and so my wife was chewing me out for buying more stuff on it.
buying more crap.
Yeah, buying more crap. But anyhow, it's so much easier to work with when you have one of those instead of the traditional level.
A real level.
Yeah. Well, maybe. It's made in China. I don't know how real it is.
If it works, it works.
Yeah,
I've got a nice caliper made in China.
actually, I do too. It was surprisingly worked well.
Yeah.
I think everybody's confused. I keep seeing people come up on the repeater.
Yeah. I don't.
Hey, wait a minute. What am I doing?
That's the repeater.
Yeah, that's Ed down in Hemet.
Good evening, man. How you doing? This is KK6BUW. Net control.
Radio.
Yeah, his mic must be monitoring both bands. Or both frequencies. I'm sorry.
KX680Q. This is KK6BUW. How you doing, Ed?
Gotta get my second radio to work. I think that J pole got flooded or something.
Andy Kate.
Oh, there you go. Cool. Hand and carry case.
KI680Q. This is KK6BUW. Are you out there, Ed?
Laser level. What happened to Ed? His battery died or something.
He was on the repeater, so I don't know.
Yeah, well, there Mike was on the repeater there, so.
Hmm.
Oh well.
I don't know. Might have to charge it for.
It's got recharge. It's rechargeable. That's good.
Yeah, it's rechargeable. But I don't
Laser level.
Yeah, Joe. Oh, I bet you I got a. Hold on. Yeah, it does have some backup battery. That's what it is. Okay. Never mind. I thought it was a.
Oh, it's got regular batteries.
These are actually rechargeable batteries.
Oh, cool.
Yes, these are rechargeable batteries, is what it is. Oh my God. Well, I gotta hang a new door in the bathroom. I'm remodeling, so I was watching a YouTube video, and a guy was using a cross level like this, laser
Yeah.
cross level,
Yeah.
and it looked so much easier than the guy that wasn't using one.
They're trying to use a regular level.
Yes, and I went, well, wait a minute here. What am I doing? And this is 1 day delivery, so what can I say?
So you have it's a level that's a laser?
It uses lasers.
Yeah. It certainly is. It looks like they both.
Kind of like a surveyor.
Yes, kind of. Hang on. Let's see what happens here.
Oh, look at there. Cool.
Oh,
There you go.
I'll be darned.
And it's flashing because it's out of range. It will.
It'll tell you if it's level.
Yeah. It'll self level if you're within 4 degrees.
I see.
But outside of that range, it cannot.
I see.
Oh,
It
how
stops
neat.
blink. It blinks when you're outside 4 degrees.
And
Yeah,
you got that on Amazon, huh?
yeah,
It's kind of neat.
yeah. And it comes with its own little tripod
Oh, okay.
and and a foam block.
Huh.
That's handy.
That's important.
Recharging cable.
It gives you a recharging cable, but not an adapter, right?
No, they could have gave you a.
They always do that
gave
now.
you an adapter, yeah, a wall work, but no.
Everything
They-
will work with 5 volts, so
That's
they
right.
figure everybody's got a 5-volt
Yeah.
adapter.
Or they should. Huh?
They should.
All right. Well, at least it turns on. It works.
When you replace your phone, you end up with another adapter.
Yeah. Well, I
People
got.
replace your phone about every other year.
I do have a drawer full of them. I think.
Yeah.
So I'm not too concerned. Although they're very low amperage.
That's true. The older ones are weak.
Yeah.
Probably
the-
something like that probably doesn't need a lot of power.
No. Yeah, and this was recharging the battery. I had bought a pack of the higher amperage ones. I don't know where. I probably used them.
Yeah. Then they have all those strange ones for quick charging. 9 volts or 12 volts. I can't remember what they call that, but it's kind of crazy. They're smart. They literally like talk to the thing. It's like, aha, okay, you're that, and then it goes, here's 9 volts.
Yeah.
Pushes
Yeah.
9 volts instead of 5.
Depending on what battery you put into it, or yeah.
What kind of, like I said, it has to be a smart device because otherwise it won't work. So you've got a lot of phones. I guess they're the quick charge 1 and 2 or something. I don't remember. One was 9 volts and one was 12 volts. I read up all about it.
Yeah. Somehow it can't work.
It works, but it's not great for your battery. It's probably better not to quick charge if you want to keep your battery going for a long time. I mean, quick charging is going to dry out your battery.
Well, it does beat them up.
Yeah.
Even car batteries and that, you know.
Yeah, I mean, you're better off if you just do the regular, normal charge, quick charge. There's John.
There's a quick charge as we
There's
speak.
Ben.
Hey, John.
Lisa's head. There we go. There's all John.
Doesn't seem to be many people here tonight.
No, it's kind of quiet.
Just the ones that matter,
so
John.
far.
Only the important people, right?
That's
Just the
right.
important ones.
Oh my gosh, we're right there too. 20 seconds to go.
Yeah.
So I'll be muting you guys.
Okay.
Volume mixer.
Good idea. Oh, that was going to shut me off.
Just so it sounds better for. Zoom meeting. There we go. All right, I'm ready. I'm ready, Mike. You're 15 seconds late, Mike. Just kidding. Maybe it's probably on the wrong band. There he goes.
QST, QST, QST. Good evening, members of SPARC, the San Gorgonio Pass Amateur Radio Club. This is Mike, KK6BUW. I'll be working as net control this evening from the alternate DOC in Banning. Although this is a directed net, any stations with emergency traffic may break in at any time. This is an amateur radio informational net for the San Gorgonio Pass cities and towns of Banning, Beaumont, and surrounding communities. For information on times and frequencies of our weekly nets, please go to w6prc.org. Visitors are welcome and encouraged to check into the net after a regular roll call. Now for the announcements. Well, right now they got a Zoom meeting going on with Dave leading the pack, and you just got to check your computer and you get the link and you can get on there and see all the excitement and what's going on. And also, I think this Saturday, the second Saturday, and those of you who feel up to it, you can go to the Cafe Royale and meet Sam and Joe and whoever else is there, maybe Alfred, and you can have a little breakfast. Please stand by for the 2-meter roll call. If net control doesn't respond to a reply, a relay is appreciated. N6 AGB, Joe. Nothing heard from Joe. I'll check myself in. How about KF6 BWH, Dick?
Good evening, Mike. This is Dick, KF6 BWH. No traffic.
Okay, we got you, Dick. Thanks for checking in. NF6C, Warren.
Coming through.
Nothing heard from Warren. How about Mr. Secretary, KB6CA, Jeff?
He's on the wrong band.
Okay, thanks, Jeff. Coming in loud and clear. LD2, W6 EJM, Ed.
Couldn't hear Jeff. That's weird.
Nothing heard from Ed. How about our old quizmaster, K6 EMF, Gene in Beaumont? Nothing heard from Ed or Gene. How about, let's go down to East Hemet, KN6 EMT, Edie.
Good evening, Mike. This is KN6 EMT Edie in East Hemet. No traffic back to net control.
You sounded good and clear signal there, Edie. Thanks for checking in. How about the King of Solera, KK6 FYE? Joe, are you out there? How about W6 GRH, George? Yes, George is showing Joe the ropes at church. How about NJ6LN, Steve?
Yeah, this is NJ6LN. How you doing, Mike?
Trying to stay dry. You sounded great out there, Steve. Thanks for checking in.
He didn't identify.
KE6MAE, Larry.
All these amateurs.
KE6MAE, Larry. He wasn't early.
That's right. Larry was on.
KD6MLS, Dwight. And I'll check Sam in. He's sitting next to me. KJ6NRR, Pete.
Hello, Mike. This is Pete, KJ6NRR. No traffic. Back to you.
Thanks for checking in. W6OH, Mario.
Good evening, Mike and Annette. Mario, W608 in Hemet, and on that certificate, that was 45 years ago. I don't know if you noticed that. And you had to take the 21-minute code transfer before they let you take the written. Back to you, W608.
You copied all that, Mario. Thanks for the info. Okay, the old Wrangler from Whitewater, WB6 OUJ, Dave. Nothing heard. The Guardian of the alternate ELC, KF6 POG, John.
This is John, KF6 POG, and if I had to take that 20 words a minute test, I'd have never got to the written.
Yeah, Sam said he couldn't do it either. Okay, I'm going from you to how about the King Alpha 6, Queen Golf Romeo, Ron.
GR.
Nothing here from the good Padre. How about the man from the spleen of Beaumont, K6, RJA, Randy.
Well, please give me a big fat check mark next to my name. It's Randy, K6RJA, back net control.
Thanks for checking in, Randy. KM6, RRS, Michael. Nothing heard from Michael. Oh, let's hear the Edie's better half. KM6, SPY, Earl.
Kilo Mike 6, Sierra Papa, Yankee Vista, and I heard transmission from Havasu City, Arizona, KM6 SPY, back to net.
That's good. KG6 SOI was an early. Thanks for checking in, Earl. WA6 UIJ, Mike.
Hey, Mike. Good evening to you and the rest of the net. This is Mike, WA6UIJ. No traffic, back to net control.
What happened?
KK6BUW, WA6UIJ, do you copy?
Go ahead, Mike.
Somehow you switched over to the repeater, Mike. KD6 edges it. And I mean BUW did.
KD6ZGZ, WA6UIJ. I don't hear him on the repeater.
I just got off it. I'm back in SPARC 1.
He's still on the repeater.
Okay, KK6BUW, this is WA6UIJ. Did you copy my check-in?
I copied your check-in, Mike.
Thank you. Back to net control.
KJ6 UUS, DJ.
What's he doing? He's transmitting on both?
Nothing heard from DJ.
Oh, I see.
KM6 UWI, Ed.
Yes, he's
Well, good evening, Mike, and the rest of the group. KM6UWI, Ed. West Calabasa. Could you give me an early on the rest of the Royal fans, please?
Confused.
Okay, Ed, will do.
I'm confused now.
How about the Queen of Sun Lakes, WA6, WFV, Tina?
This is Tina, WA6, WFB. I hardly can hear you. Have a nice evening.
Okay, we got you, Tina. Thanks for checking in. K6WM, Flip.
Good evening, Mike and the net. This is Flip, K6WM, and no traffic. Back to you, Mike, K6 Whiskey Mike.
Thanks, Flip. KI6WAD was an early. KD6ZJZ. Dave.
Good evening, Mike. This is Dave, KD6ZJZ. I got two radios going and I'm confused to be all. Anyway, thanks for doing the net and checking out the radios over there at the EOC. This is Dave, KD6ZJZ.
Okay, Dave, thanks for checking in. This completes the 2-meter roll call. Are there any late or missed members wishing to check in? Give me your call sign. Nothing heard. We'll now go to visitors. KI6ADQ, Ed.
Comment.
Relay.
Go ahead.
This is WA6UIJ. You had a check-in from N6AGB, Joe.
Okay, I got him. Thanks, Joe.
No, I heard him that time.
Okay, KI6ADQ, Ed. Good evening, Ed. Thanks for checking in.
You might be early now, 2:20.
Okay, Joe.
Thank you.
Are there any new visitors wishing to check into the net? Please come now.
New visitors. Any old visitors?
Does anyone have any further traffic? Okay, the announcements are as follows. We got a Zoom meeting going on right now. If you get on your computer, Jeff should have sent you the link. And this Saturday is the club breakfast over at Cafe Royale. We've been kind of light on the attendance, but now with people getting all their second COVID shots, maybe people will start showing up. Anyway, start time is usually 8 o'clock, so you get there on 7:30, you'll get a good seat. Anyway, the San Gorgonio Pass Amateur Radio Club meets at 7 p.m. on the fourth Thursday of the month at Beaumont City Hall. But during the COVID, we've been meeting on Zoom. So that's what we'll be doing. All members are urged to check in each week for an update of club activities. Please check your emails and visit our website at w6prc.org. Thanks to all who checked in this evening. This is Mike, KK6BUW. Please stand by for the informal 440 net on 447.080 megahertz at 1900 hours. The 2-meter net is now closed at 1845 hours. Good evening all.
Hey, I'm back. Hang up my microphone.
I'm back. And trying to
Everybody's
stay awake.
back. All right. You have succeeded. I have more problems with that in the afternoon than the evening for some reason. Then I'll just go, I guess that's time to go mow the yard or pick some weeds.
That's why practice makes perfect.
Wake me up. That's why it's hard on a rainy day, because I can't do that.
Especially when you're in a nice warm house.
I know, it's too comfortable.
That's what befell me today. At least that's what I'm claiming.
That's a good reason. It's a good complaint. I try to turn it down to 70 and my brother will complain, so I like it better cooler.
Well, I used to. Now I'm always freezing.
So we go to 72, and I'm pretty used to that now.
72?
Yep, that's where we
My
live.
God, I'd be freezing to death.
As we get older, I imagine we'll probably turn it up.
Yeah, I keep it around 70.
Do you really? Yeah, we keep ours at 76.
Jeez. What's
Yeah,
your
well,
gas bill?
that was my dad. He would cook you out of the house.
Yeah, my dad did that too. I hated that.
We keep ours at 72, but then we're not as old as Jeff.
That's right. Maybe his thermostat's broken.
It may be.
Maybe it's really 72.
It's 76, and you got a coat on, Jeff.
76 or what?
Oh, and you're still wearing a heavy shirt.
You're still wearing an over.
Sometimes
shirt.
I am. Yeah, I've got this on.
Yeah.
Right now.
We see that.
You should be in a tank top and flip flop.
I've got my 10-year-old Redlands Race Marshal T-shirt on.
There you go.
Yeah, I had that on yesterday.
It's not really.
I've got 5 or 6 of them.
I have
Yeah,
me a 2011 Redlands Bicycle Classic.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Cool. That's a cool one. Wow.
Yes.
We got to coordinate. Next week we'll all wear our club shirts.
There you go.
Why? What happens next week?
Just
Hey, what
coordinate.
happened to that Redlands Classic? Do they still have it?
Yeah, but they don't do it in Calamasa anymore. At least they stopped doing it in Calamasa. Gosh, what was it, like 2019 or 2018?
Yeah, it was a bit of a business killer for them.
Yeah, when they I think what happened was Beaumont didn't allow it or something.
Yeah, all the businesses along the 6th Street and Beaumont Avenue were complaining because they blocked the streets off, and they had no business, and nobody was going into the stores. They were all sitting there watching the race. So even though it was supposed to promote, the said Chamber of Commerce about more business, it actually killed it.
Of course, they wanted us to come up to Redlands, but I'm like, nah, that's all right.
Yeah, I don't know where they have their one race at now. They have the one in Redlands, but I don't know if they go up the mountain or not now.
Yeah. I don't know.
There's something about them crazy suckers on bicycles. If it ain't climbing a mountain, they're not happy.
Yeah, it was pretty flat lands there. The track that they set up was, well, I guess there was some going up and down for sure.
Yeah, I was at Mile High most of the time up there.
That's right.
They climb up there and then they go roaring down. Then they go into the Bogart Park.
Bogart Park's kind of high too.
Yeah.
Altitude.
Yeah, like I said, they love torture. They're sadistic suckers.
They are.
Yeah, they are.
I know. I used to ride with them. They always pick the hardest route. I said, there's a flat road that goes around all this. Oh, that ain't the point. Okay. And they're always in a damn hurry. I said, there ain't no free donuts at the end of this. And
It's like all those runners at the Baker to Vegas race.
Yeah.
Up and down hills and rain and snow and hot weather. They're crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, ain't no sense at all. They do have a 200-mile race from Death Valley up to the Whitney Portal.
Really?
I hate being late.
Oh, Gene was late.
Who was that?
That was Gene.
Gene.
Oh,
I
Gene.
think he's asking for a late. But Mike's not on frequency anymore, apparently.
He's probably always switched over.
Too late. I've already done my forms.
Oh my! I guess I should switch over. Actually.
He wants a
Speaking
late
of
too.
switching over.
I'd say you spend too much time listening to classic rock or looking up trivia answers.
You gotta live birds, man, And plus you gotta eat, so that's also got in the way. It's like, oops, look what time it is. Yeah, if I can get it late, then I'd take it early, but I don't have that radio hooked up. But anyway, thank you very much, K6. Yeah, man.
You're all set, Gene. Thanks for checking in.
See you Friday.
Gene snuck it in there. What time is it anyway? Oh. Oh, heck, we have another 9 minutes.
Yeah, we got another 9 minutes to go, by golly. Yeah, so I don't really know what happened to the COVID. I think it was all postponed, but I used to keep up on all that stuff, but not anymore. I used to enjoy sitting up there on the top of the parking structure in Redlands and having a nice cold beer and watching all those poor suckers haul ass around the place.
From up on high.
From up on top, leaning on the rail, cheering them on.
Yeah, that's pretty. Sounds like fun.
You know, who was it? Scotty, MOD's, one of his sons used to race in that.
Yeah, Derek.
Derek, yeah. I think Derek was in the last one that I did. Pretty sure.
Everybody asked me if I was in it. I said, no, I'm sitting up there having a cold beer watching them.
I don't know, boy. Those guys seem to be too close to each other. It just seems to, it scares the heck out of me, especially when they're starting off. They're all grouped so close together, and I'm just afraid they're going to crash into each other.
Well, you'd be surprised all the head button and elbow pushing and.
I'm just expecting them all to go down simultaneously, like.
Occasionally they do.
I know.
And there ain't no padding on those damn little skimpy jerseys, I'll tell you.
No.
You come up with road rash.
No.
But yeah, there's a lot of jostling for position, headbutting and elbowing and all kinds of stuff in that Peloton. Till they get stretched out a little.
Yeah. They get some distance. It's fun though. It was entertaining. It was kind of fun to watch. I'll admit it.
Yeah, it is amazing how fast they get going, I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
Actually, in my opinion, it's probably one of the toughest sports you could be in.
It's definitely physically challenging. There's no doubt about that.
Especially if you're in a tour.
Yeah.
Because you're doing it for a few days, end on end.
Yeah.
And even if you take like the Tour de France or something, where it's 30 days of that, just riding your ass off for 4 hours at a time. I mean, those are some tough boys.
That's for sure.
And they're not just going for a joyous ride. They're doing 40, 50 mile an hour, at least on the flat.
They move right along. They're not holding back too much. Only so much so that they can continue on for the rest of the day.
And then they got to go do the mountains.
Yeah.
And let me tell you, that's brutal. I know from experience.
Yeah, I never liked going uphill at all on bicycle.
Well, I rode up to like Gents Lake and things like that, and it is brutal.
Yeah.
Of course, I guess if you're young and you're in shape, it goes with the territory, like everything else.
Man, I did most of my riding young, that's for sure. I have a friend who still rides his bicycle. He's in a club. He'll ride. He lives in Tustin. They'll ride to the Corona del Mar or something.
Yeah, oh yeah. Well, they got the
kind of thing we used to do when I was a kid. That's the kind of thing I used to do when I was a kid. We used to do that kind of thing. Ride to the beach.
Yeah, I used to ride about an average at least no less than 100 miles a week.
Cool.
And on the weekends, I'd ride 25 miles a couple days during after work, and then on the weekends we'd go for anywhere from 75 to 50. It depended. Sometimes 30, sometimes up to 70, 75 miles, sometimes 80 on a weekend. That was when I was in shape.
I could never think of a good reason to do that.
Well, you know, it's awful damn pleasant. You'd be surprised how you're always in a good mood at the end of it.
It's good
It's
for
kind
you.
of like being on a motorcycle, you know. If you miss your exit, you're never pissed off because you got to turn around.
Motorcycles are a lot easier.
Yeah, well,
It's
exactly.
like cheating.
Well, now they got those e-bikes out now that it's
Yeah,
like,
that's pretty cool. Some of those are pretty cool.
yeah, they're getting them pretty down now. They're pretty nice.
That might be my next vehicle. That'll be my Tulsa. An e-bike. So you make it to Albertsons quite easily on an e-bike. I won't be able to bring many groceries back, but that's okay.
Yeah, get one of those three-wheeler like a trike, you know.
Yeah, that'd be better, I suppose.
That way you got a little basket in the back. You can.
As long as it'll go 40 miles an hour.
I was just watching a video of the new, what is it, the Amazon store in England they're trying. It's a grocery store.
Uh-huh.
You walk in and you check in with your phone with a Q code, and then you shop, and then as you're taking stuff out and put it in your bag or basket,
it counts it
adding
automatically.
to your grocery list.
Yeah.
And then on your way out, if you don't want something, you put it back, it subtracts it.
Right.
And as you walk out, it tallies it up and charges your account.
Right.
So you never go through a checkout line.
Right. I saw that as well on the TV, I think.
Yeah, that's pretty slick. It's a little scary and neat at the same time.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I mean, I know China, they're really, really heavy into the like automated restaurants and stuff.
Well, with they're talking $15 an hour for and stuff too. All those jobs are going to go.
That's
away.
what's going to happen. I mean, and it's actually pretty cool. I mean, I saw one of those Chinese pantry things where you just go in there and you just pick what you want and it prepares it for you. I mean, it's literally all done by machine.
Yep. Hey guys, can someone do me a favor and check me in the rest of the night? I'm going to call it a night.
Oh, okay, no problem.
I'm getting sleepy here, and I'm going to go in where it's warm. And
Randy, go in where it's warm.
There you go.
It's gotta be
Everybody,
colder
you guys
shit
have a
out
great evening, and we'll look for you next week.
Okay.
Hey, Randy. See ya.
All right.
We'll get
Take
you
care.
checked in. Take care. All right. Randy got cold. Probably tired too.
After riding 80 miles on a bicycle, I'd be tired.
That's it.
Yeah, just talking about it made me tired.
I better change frequencies. We got 10 seconds here.
446-520.
Yep. I got it. Should work. He's going to be a little bit late. Somebody who's further earlier in the role, make sure to mention that Randy needs an early.
This is WA6UIJ. Is there somebody on frequency that'll be taking the net this evening?
This is KK6BUW net control this evening for the 440 informal 440 net, which will be starting in approximately 30 seconds.
You're behind schedule. Okay, I'm going to turn off the speaker and the mic here.
WA6UIJ, did you copy?
Copy, Mike. Thank you very much.
QST. This is KK6BUW. I'll be your net control this evening for the informal 440 net. In the old days, they used to do a shotgun roll call, but I'm just going to take it from everybody that's checked in on the 2-meter net this evening. Joe wanted an early N6AGB. And I'm here, Jeff. And then KF6BWH, Dick. Okay, Dick's not there. KB6CA, Jeff.
I can't hear Jeff.
Hey, I got a bit of news for you here. K6EMF Gene was a late check-in on 2 meter, and he wanted an early the rest of the way across.
I got it. Thanks.
Okay, wanted to keep your accounting straight. Boom. Okay. KN6 EMT Edie.
Hi, Dave.
Thanks for checking in, Edie. Joe FYE was an early. Ken was an early. How about the old NJ6LN, Steve?
If you do 220, I'll take it.
Hey, we're going to do it from here because Sam's going to take it because he's going to test the radio over here.
Copy.
Thanks for the offer, though. We'll take you up on it. We'll take a rain check on that. Is yours now grapple? Okay, KJ6NRR, Pete.
Hello again, Mike. This is Pete, KJ6NRR. No traffic. Back to you.
Sam was right next to me before Pete. W6OH, Mario.
Good evening again, Mike. W6OH, Mario and Hammett.
Good to hear from you. Good to hear from you. Okay. This is the post office guy, KF6POG, John.
This is KF6POG. And for your info, RJA left Zoom and he wants it early the rest of the way.
He's probably got to watch Family Feud or something like that.
He went back in the house where it was warm.
Okay, yeah, that's a good idea. Okay, so Randy's an early the rest of the way across. Ron was an early all the way across. KM6 SPY Earl.
Kilo Mike 6 Sierra Papa Yankee Earl Val Vista. I forgot to mention that was on 70 centimeters on Lake Havasu. KM6 SPY back to net.
What's that? About at least 100 miles, 120 miles?
173.
Woo! Or like Ric Flair used to go, woo! Okay, how about WA6UIJ, Mike?
Hey, Mike. Thank you again for doing the net. This is Mike, WA6UIJ. No traffic. Back to net control.
Okay, thanks for checking in, Mike. Okay, Ed checked in, and he wanted an early on the rest of the nets. DJ wasn't there. How about Tina, WA6WFV? Guess she doesn't like 70 centimeters. K6WM, I heard, doesn't do 440. Scott wasn't early all the way across. How about KD6ZJZ, Dave?
Hey, Mike. This is Dave, KD6ZJZ. Can you make sure to give me an early on HF? Actually, I guess it's the other Mike that needs to do that. but because my antenna just won't tune up. So thanks for that ahead of time, and I'll be on 220. KD6JZ.
Okay, well, I'll give you a little something to do when the rain stops. We got you covered. And then this concludes the informal 440 net. Are there any missed or late members? Do I have any relays? Okay, we'll go to our regular visitor. How about KI6ADQ, Ed?
Oh, my visitors.
KI6ADQ, Ed. Nothing heard. This concludes the informal 440 net. Everyone please stand by for the informal 220 net, which will begin in approximately 7 minutes. And it will be called by none other than KI6NME. And we'll be waiting for you. This is KK6PUW, and I'll be out.
All right, unmute. Unmute the Zoom meeting. Whoops. Oh, Windows is so much fun. Okay, I'm back. I had to turn it down so I could have all the noise from the radio. Thanks for showing up, Dave.
Hello.
Okay. John, Jeff. Yeah, I don't know what happened to Tina. Tina disappeared on us.
Hey, Dave.
Hello. Hey, Jeff.
How you doing?
I'm alive and well. I'm out at Bombay, so I can't hear none of the 2 meter 440 stuff.
Oh. You're over the Salton Sea again, huh?
Yeah.
You have HF set up?
Uh-huh.
You have HF set up?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Let's see, maybe we can hear you. I don't know.
I got 2 meter 440 out here and 220.
Oh, okay.
But
that's probably not going to work, though.
yeah, not this one.
It's too far away.
And I got two out here. I get on the HF a lot out here.
Yeah, it's probably pretty good with that nice flat surface.
During one of the contests, Ken called me up and said there's a guy in Japan everybody's trying to get. Guess he was doing it in English and everything, so whatever reason, I don't remember. Ken said, why don't you see if you can get him? I said, I don't have an HF radio out here, just my truck. Walked out in my truck and did it off a screwdriver antenna, the ATOS 120.
Is that right?
And got the guy first shot.
Wow.
Mobile. Portable.
Yeah.
What do they call it? Portable.
Yeah, the water table's not very far, so that kind of helps.
That's right, it helps. You have good grounding.
Yeah, I get out pretty good here. I never use a linear or anything, and
salty water makes a great ground plane.
Yeah.
Run a wire down to the water level.
Yeah. Boy, I rode out here today. Hagen Lehman's closed, so you got to ride all the way to Cabazon. It was hailing in Cabazon.
Oh, jeez. You had to go all the way to Cabazon to to go to the store? No.
No, we came out here from Whitewater today.
Oh, I see.
I didn't have to drive to Cabazon to get on the freeway.
Oh, you had to. I see that the regular one of the highways is flooded. The one.
Yeah, well, my get-on ramp is
further eastbound. Oh yeah. Okay. Okay. I know what you're talking about. I've gone out there both ways.
Yeah.
I don't remember why. It's like there was some reason we couldn't take the easier route. Anyway.
Yeah, it
Going to Glamis.
it was cold. As soon as I got to Whitewater, it warmed up, and the rain went away. But it was pretty cold.
Yeah, Jeff.
Yeah, I went to Costco out in the desert. Must have been 10:30 or 11 o'clock, and I was headed down past your way, and boy, the rain was just pounding down. I could hardly keep in the lane. It's really hard to see the lines on the side.
Whose bright idea was that? Put white lines on a white highway.
Yeah.
I know.
You know, it must have been the government. They're the only ones smart enough to do that.
Yeah.
Reflectors. More reflectors.
Well, they got really good reflectors if you look in your rearview mirror. They're all red.
Yeah.
But during the day, you can't see nothing.
Yeah, the rain is really bad. I mean, if it rains really hard like that, it's pretty hard to see sometimes. It's just like, well, you're basically in a cloud. I mean,
Yeah,
you know, your visibility is going to be limited because of the moisture in the air and whatnot.
Even on a bright day, though, it's sometimes hard to tell the difference in the lines.
Yeah, it was pretty spotty. I mean, it was on and off all day, kind of. There were really heavy downpours, but then it quit, and it was nice for an hour or two. Then it got bad again.
Yeah.
So it was kind of on and off. It was weird here. I went outside.
Enemy at the alternate EOC. We got
I left
60
about
seconds
2 o'clock to
until
come out
it'll be
here.
Time for the extremely informal.
And it hailed on me.
KS6 enemy standing by.
Yeah, that was one. We had hail here for just a little while. It was about the same time. I thought, that's a lot louder than usual. You see those little the raindrops are bouncing off the fence. I don't think that's raindrops. Those are hail. That's hail.
QST. Good evening, members of SPARC, the San Gorgonio Pass Amateur Radio Club. This is Sam, Kilo India 6, November Mike Echo. I will be working as net controller for the extremely informal 220 net from the alternate EOC. This is actually our quarter for SPARC comes into the EOCs and checks all the radios to be sure they're working fine. So you'll be listening to me not from my normal home, but from that. Being extremely informal, we can skip all the rest of the stuff. We know that we had the breakfast coming up Saturday, and you Zoomers should be there. It understands maybe Randy got cold, and he run inside to get warm. And it is cool out there tonight, that's for sure. All right, I'm going to start at the top of the list for those that checked in. N6AGB Joe has an early all the way across. Mike BUW, he is the 440. No, it's me. Has an early sitting right next to me, so I'll just give him an early. I'll give him a big fat check. That'll be better. Dick doesn't do 220. Warren does. It's not available.
Let's see what happens to Jeff. It's always a good surprise. KB6CA, Jeff, Mr. Secretary, sir.
And this is Jeff, your loyal secretary, humble secretary, on the Banning repeater. Kilo Bravo 6 Charlie Alpha, and you're sounding good, Dick.
All right, that's good. That's good. We did get you in. The frequency was correct. That's for sure. Good job there, Jeff. Good job. Let's see. Moving on down the line. Gene had an early. How about Edie out of the East Hemet, KN6EMT Edie, Serrano del Vista.
Serrano del Vista.
Is the quietest and the clearest we've heard you tonight, Edie. Doing a mighty fine job. Joe, FYE, was an early, and George, he don't like 220, and N6HR don't like 220. But N6 and J6, LN Steve, he loves 220.
Oh, yeah, he loves 220. This is NJ6LN, and I presume you guys are at the Kronken House?
We're at the alternate EOC, the ex-place for the East Fire Station before they built the big one over there. That's the place.
Oh, okay. Well, Kronken House is the sick house or hospital. I didn't realize you were at the alternate EOC. Good signal.
Thank you. Yeah, at the, I haven't really got a hold of anybody yet to get clearance to go back in there, and I'm not in a big hurry either.
Yeah, copy.
All right, the net controller, that's me. I'm the next one up on the list. And the old ex-treasurer, he doesn't like 220, so we get a buy on him. Mario out of Hemet there, W6OH. Mario?
Good evening, Sam, and the net is Mario, W6OH in Hemet. And real quickly, if people got some spare time out there, look, my call sign up on QRZ. I recently posted both my commercial first-class license and also my extra-class certificate from 45 years ago. Back to you, W6OH.
I read up that history. That was good. Thank you for providing that with so we could go through with it and enjoy it. All right, let's go to my neighbor here, just to the east of Tad, KF6POG, the post office guy, John, my good friend. Sam,
this is KF6POG, and anytime our radios don't work, we can just use 2 tin cans and a string, and we'll make it. Back to net control.
Copy that. We'll just have to have them up high enough so the trucks don't hit it. But anyway, this is the best we've heard you tonight, John. Absolutely marvelous. Okay. Let me see. I got lost here talking around. Let's see. Okay, and Randy's got an early. SOI has an early. Let's get the other half out of East Hemet, Serrano del Vista, that is, KM6SPY, otherwise known as Earl. Boy, that station is just as clear with you as it is with Edie's. Just mighty fine job you're doing there. How about D2 now? WA6UIJ, Mike.
Hey, Sam, good evening, and thanks for doing the net. This is Mike, WA6UIJ, no traffic, and back to net control.
Fine signal, mighty fine. In fact, your signal is just as clear as those young'uns out of Hemet over there. All right, let's move on down. Let's see if Tina wants to talk on 220 tonight. WA6WFV, Tina, the wonderful voice of Sun Lakes.
I'm here. Hear you loud and clear.
Yes, I've heard you tonight, darling. You're just absolutely marvelous. Flip, you going to mess with 220 tonight? I doubt it. Nothing heard. I got it. KI6WOD, Scott, he was in early. They're in just about as north of Beaumont as you can get before you run into Cherry Valley. And let's go down to Mr. President's here. KD6ZJZ, President Dave.
Yeah, hello. Hopefully this is the right radio. Yep. How's it going? Thanks for doing this, Sam. And hopefully everybody can hear this radio. My antenna's kind of wet. Anyway, back to net control, KD6ZJZ.
Well, it must be grounded real good because you definitely had nice quiet traffic coming into the alternate EOC here, Mr. President. Okay, moving on down that, do we have any late or missed members? If so, please come with your call. Well, hearing none, let's see if we can loosen up KI680Q Ed out of Hemet. Somebody told me he's trying to leave the country.
KI680Q, evening, Sam.
I got you, Ed. You're sounding good. Thank you very much. A little weak, but I got a copy on you. KI6NME, have a good evening. Now, do we have anybody else that would like to check in to the extremely informal 220 net? Well then, hearing none, at 19 hours, 22 minutes, and 38 seconds, we're going to head and close the net and return the frequency back to normal use. KI6NME clear with alternate EOC.
Whoa. Okay, I think I got Zoom back on. Hi Tina, thanks for coming back.
First, we're talking to John, and this is Craig, W6MCD. And I think that Craig is a lot.
Okay. Well, I don't know. I didn't get it. I was looking through your email.
Yeah, maybe I'll retry
the
return my
curiosity
antenna.
is why you and Ralph are strong, but
I hear those
have
guys.
trouble with Ron.
Those skills and wheels are coming in great. Oh, I had some. Oh, I see. I don't think I have the noise maker on.
Be desired of using a high Q screwdriver. Not my.
Really noisy. I'm going to
Well, good evening, my friend. Very good.
Is that Mike? That guy sounds just like Mike.
Like he just woke up.
I got that station about S6. He's real strong. I'm going to see if I can adjust my antenna so I can transmit. I'll be right back.
I'm gonna have to check out. I gotta use my computer for something else. So I'll be on the air, but no Zoom.
All right. Have a good day.
You betcha.
Very good. Okay. Tell me the name out there.
Forget it. It's too wet out there.
Oh, yeah, that's probably it. If it's one of the old crystal mics, it might be a little tired. Sounds a little itchy. I don't quite know what's going on there, but there's a great old lollipop mic. Anyway, I gotta set up something here, John.
Hi, Craig. I was just listening there. Just want to let you know. Looks like he's another former pilot. Well, you guys probably know some fun stories for sure. And let me make sure I have the call sign right. Your name is, I got Michael for Mike. Steven on that. I would have been Mike. This is well fixed.
They're on later than they usually are, huh?
Yeah, they sure are.
This is WA6UIJ. May I break in, please?
UIJ, go ahead.
Thank you. I'd just like to make a quick announcement. We have a net coming up on this frequency, but we're going to shift up. So this is WA6UIJ, net control. Please go up 3. Please go up 3. Thank you very much for the break, gentlemen. Okay, one more time. This is WA6UIJ for the San Gorgonio Pass Amateur Radio Club. Please go up frequency 3 kilohertz, 3.
Okay, sounds good. Appreciate that. Much appreciated. And let us know if there's any issues. Richard K6CK, let me talk to John. And that's another, actually, I think you also have a loud for it. I think we really stronger than 1 to 5 you sound great.
Well, now we're on 3948, guys.
Okay. I can do that.
I'm all set. Although my radio doesn't transmit, so.
Took some climbing to get up there.
Yeah. I couldn't get to tune up on 3945. I know it's not going to tune up on 3948.
Is somebody calling the net?
QST.
Sometimes I can't hear.
This is Mike, WA6UIJ. Just want to say good evening to all SPARC members. I will be serving as your net control station this evening for the San Gorgonio Pass Amateur Radio Club. Although this is a directed net, any stations with emergency traffic may break in at any time. This is an amateur radio informational net for the San Gorgonio Pass cities and towns of Banning, Beaumont, and surrounding communities. For information on the times and frequencies of our weekly nets, please go to w6paparadioCharlie.org, w6prc.org. Visitors are welcome and encouraged to check into the net after the regular roll call. And as far as announcements, the only one I have is that this Saturday, approximately 0730 hours, there will be a breakfast gathering for those who wish at the Cafe Royale in Calamasa. Let's see here. Are there any stations with additional announcements? If so, come with your call. Not hearing any. Please stand by and we'll do the roll call for the 75-meter net. If net control does not respond or reply to a station, a relay will be very much appreciated. Let's start. Let's see here. Let's see. N6AGB has an early. Mike, KK6BUW.
This is KK6BUW from the alternate EOC. No traffic. Back to you, Mike.
Okay, Mike. Hey, stand by, please. Stand by. Okay, guys, I'm sorry. I got a text from George, and he was wondering if we were on the net, and apparently he's not hearing me, so, oh well, okay. Resuming the roll call. Dick, KF6BWH. Negative. Jeff, KB6CA.
Hi, Mike. This is Jeff, Kilo Bravo 6 Charlie Alpha.
Hey, Jeff, thank you very much. And let's see here. Oh, boy. Okay, George is asking for a frequency, so let me give him a frequency. Stand by, please.
Text that 3948. 3948K.
Okay, we're back here, guys. Let's see here. We'll have to, hopefully George can pop in here. Let me see where okay, I got Jeff, and Edie doesn't do it, and let's see here. Well, let me give George a shout. W6GRH, this is WA6UIJ. George, do you copy? Negative copy. Okay, Steve, NJ6LN.
Good evening, Mike. This is Steve, NJ6LN. Thank you for calling the net. We've had a nice day. 38 years. We've had an inch of rain. The weather yesterday was still say snow after the last.
Steve, NJ6LN. Steve, I could barely make you out in there, but I did hear you. So I got you checked in, Steve. Thank you. Sam, KI6NME. Sam, KI6NME. How copy?
Doing a mighty fine job there, Mr. Net Controller, sir. This is Kilo 86, November Mike Echo, from the alternate EOC. And we were unable to pick up George either. KS6NME, back to Net Control.
Okay, Sam. Thank you very much. Pete, KJ6NRR.
Well, good evening, Mike. This is Pete, KJ6NRR. I have no traffic, so back to you.
Okay, thank you, Pete. Good signal. Mario, W6OH. Do I have a relay? Negative. Let's see, Sam, KI6NME. Could you give Mario a call, see if he can copy you? This is WA6UIJ.
I was glad to do that. Let me find him here on the list now. I was going along here sweeping just fine. Let's see. Mario, W6OH out of Hammond. You got a copy of Mario on us at the alternate EOC?
Or something.
Evidently no contact from this location, Net Controller, sir.
Okay, Sam, thank you very much for the attempt. John, KF6POG.
Hello, Mike. This is John, KF6POG, and the band is really screwy tonight. You could hardly hear AJ6LN or NJ6LN, but he was loud here, and I had to turn down my volume. Back to Net Control.
Yeah, Steve was pretty light over here, for sure. Thanks for the check-in, John. Let's see, got it early on Randy and early on Ron. Let's see if we can get Earl. KM6 SPY WA6 UIJ. Negative copy on Earl. Let's see here. Ed, KM6UWI has an early. Tina, WA6 WFV.
This is Tina, WA6 WFV.
Good evening, Tina, and nice to hear you. Good signal there. Flip, K6WM.
Yeah, good evening, Mike and Annette. This is Flip, K6WM. No traffic, Mike, and yeah, the band is kind of crazy tonight, but they were coming in pretty good from Northern California. Anyway, back to net, K6 Whiskey Mike.
Okay, very good. Thank you so much for the check-in there. And I do have a early check-in for Dave, KD6ZJZ. Well, that concludes the roll call. Do we have any late or missed club members that would like to check in? Late or missed club members. This is WA6UIJ.
I heard OUJ.
Do we have a relay? I heard somebody in there but could not copy. Is there a relay?
I heard you, Dave.
That was WA6OUJ out of Whitewater.
No, it wasn't Whitewater, though.
Excuse me. WB6OUJ. Dave, out in Whitewater. Dave, I barely had a copy on you there, but I got a relay, so I've got you checked in. WB6OUJ. Okay, Dave. Do we have any other club members that either late or missed that would like to check in?
That's funny. Oh, here's somebody out there. Is that George?
I thought I heard somebody in there. Do we have a relay?
Yeah, that's George.
Who's George?
W6GRH. W6GRH. I could barely hear you there, George, but I did get a relay on you. Thank you for checking in. W6GRH, WA6UIJ. Copy to Roger, Roger. Okay, do we have any other late or missed members? Negative. Do we have any visitors that would like to check in? This is WA6UIJ. Please come with your call.
George is loud and clear out here.
Yeah, I can hear George barely. But...
Well, that concludes our roll call for this evening.
I hear him better than I hear
Let's see
Mike.
here. Does anybody have any further traffic at this time? If so, come with your call.
Yeah.
All right, not hearing any. Just wanted to repeat the one announcement that there will be a club breakfast.
Yeah, I actually turned my radio down when it was getting close to my turn.
On Saturday at 07:30 hours, between then 07:30 and 0800. The San Gorgonio Pass Amateur Radio Club does meet at 7 p.m. on the fourth Thursday of each month at the Beaumont City Hall, Room 2. However, because of the COVID situation, we have been meeting on Zoom. So if you're interested, look us up on the internet and let us know, and we can send you a link. All members are urged to check each week for an update of club activities. Please check your email and visit our club website at w6prc.org. I want to thank all of you who checked in this evening. This is Mike, WA6UIJ, and for all of you who are interested in CW, you can go to our SPARC 2 frequency and stand by and kind of listen into the text that we've sent by CW. Our frequency will be 14.020. We will use 14.020 as our working frequency for CW. Okay, let's see. The net is now closed at 19:41 hours. I want to say good evening to everybody, and thanks for participating in our net tonight. This is WA6UIJ, and I'll be clear.
WA6UIJ, KI6NME.
KI6NME, WA6UIJ. Go ahead, Sam.
Yeah, did you happen to read that article in this month's QST magazine about the FCC fee structure that they had talked about?
No, I don't
We
think
will
I
talk
caught
to you all later.
You take care, Dave. See you later. I'm going to close this out anyway.
Okay. Good night.
Bye, Tina.
Good night.
Thanks for checking in. See you guys later. Jeff's busy with the CW.
See you guys.
Bye.
Good night.
All right. Thanks for everybody checking in on our weekly live SPARC stream. And we'll be on next week. So thanks again. 7-3, KD6ZJZ clear.